of silence, please? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. This is our reorganization tonight. It's a milestone for me. It's my 30th, so I guess you're 27th, Joe? And you're 26th?
27.
27 too? You came in together?
No, I was, yeah, we're about the same year, but I was a little bit ahead, that's all.
Okay, so,
Huh?
and of
6
course,
months ahead.
the rest
Yeah,
of the
6 months.
council are much younger than us. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the reorganization. As we get on, as a public agenda, anybody here to talk? If you do, wait till the end of the meeting, please, if you can. First order of business, election of our president. Do I hear any nominations for election of president?
We nominate Ed Kisselbeck.
I'll second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations for president? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote for president. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any against? The ayes have it. Thank you. Mr. Kisselback. Congratulations.
First of all, I'd like to thank the council members for having the confidence in me to be the chairman this year. I appreciate that, I really do. But before we begin, I'd like everyone, as we know, yesterday, if we're watching any football, we know that a gentleman playing for the Buffalo Bills, DeMar Hamlin, was basically is now fighting for his life in a tragic accident on the football field. And I would like all of us just to take a moment of silence to hopefully pray for him. If you're inclined to do that, or hopefully wish him well in your own mind that he will get better. What a tragedy it was last night. Thank you very much. At this time, agenda item number 4 will be the election of the council vice president. I'm going to ask any motion to be put on the floor from our council members.
I nominate Joe Polari.
We have a nomination of Joe Polari, and I'd like to have a second at this time.
Second.
We have a second on the floor. All those in favor signify with an aye. Are there any other nominations at this time? Not hearing any. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Well, we have a new vice president. Congratulations. Agenda item number 5 will be election of the township secretary. I'm going to ask for a motion to be put on the floor at this time.
I nominate Joe Knowles.
We have a motion on the floor for Joseph Knowles.
I'll second it.
We have a second on that. Are there any other nominees at this time for the position of secretary? Not hearing any. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Joseph, you are the township secretary for 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to election, agenda item number 6, which is the election of the Township Assistant Secretary for 2023. And we have, the mayor has recommended Debbie McBreen.
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against? It is unanimous. Aren't you lucky? Okay. And if that's not enough, agenda item number 7 will be our municipal clerk, and that's pursuant to section 2.25 of our code, and that's Debbie McBreen. I'll ask for a motion to be put on the floor.
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor. We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against, any abstentions? That is unanimous again. Thank you. You do a great job. You really do. So we're happy to have you. Thank you. And this is an appointment by the mayor, which is agenda item number 8, appointment of a certified public accounting firm to examine all township accounts for 2023. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. President, thank you. Maley LLP.
All right, the mayor is recommending Maley LLP for our accounting firm. We'd like to have consent by the council. I'd like to have a motion on the floor for that.
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a second on the motion. Mr. Polari, I'll give that to him. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against, any abstentions? It's unanimous. Thank you. I feel like there should be some background music or something like that. All right, at this time, agenda item number 9 is a designation of official depository for the township funds during 2023, and that is, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. President, Penn Community Bank.
I know, I'll get him. We have Penn Community Bank.
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against?
Abstain.
We have an abstention, okay? So that's 4-0-1. Okay, it's we go on to agenda item number 10, was the designation of the Bensalem Township news media, legal advertising during 2023, and that's, Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. President,
With great pleasure, you present to us
greatest journal in
the
all of Bucks County, the Bucks County Courier-Times.
Bucks County Courier-Times. I'd like to have the consent of the council. May I have a motion? We have a motion on the floor.
I'll second.
We have a second on the motion. I'm just laughing because none of us would have
Nobody
made
likes
the
the
motion.
Courier.
No, well,
No, I'm glad. He wouldn't have made the motion, I wouldn't have made the motion. He wouldn't have
somebody
made the
had to
motion.
make the motion, so we'll be the,
Yes.
Bucks County Courier-Times, okay, the paper we all read.
I still get the Sunday.
Nonetheless, I'll ask for the motion to be put on the floor. I'll ask for the vote. All those in favor signify with an aye.
aye.
Aye. Any against? It is unanimous for that. Now, before we go on to agenda item number 11, I'd like to do 2 things. Number 1, we're going to have the people that are going to be on the mayoral boards. They're going to be sworn in, and we were lucky enough to have our 2 judges here. And I'd like to introduce them. I know everyone knows them already, but we would acknowledge them for being here and giving up their time, spending their time with us here, and we greatly appreciate it. And we're so lucky, and I'll go with Joseph Falcone. He's been in that position a little bit longer, so I'll present him first. Judge Joseph Falcone. I know he's waving his nodding his head, and we have him there. Let's hear from him. And of course, we have Judge Michael Gallagher, also a wonderful judge and someone you'd like to be in front of if you're in trouble, for sure. Thank you. All right, Judge Michael. We have agenda item number 11. Before and after that, I'll make the changes before we go to that. This is a designation of the monthly meeting dates, and this is during 2023. We have them in front of us. I will read them out at this point. They are published on the website in the township, and we have January 9th, the 23rd, February 13th, 27th, March 13th, 27th, April 10th, 24th, May 8th, 22nd, June 12th, 26th, June 10th, 24th, August 14th, the 28th.
July 10th.
I said June by accident.
Oh, well, I don't want to go double June, that's for sure. We have July 10th, I'm sorry, and the 24th of July also. Thank you for the correction. August the 14th and the 28th, September the 11th and the 25th. We have October. We have one date here of October 16th. I was wondering why we did not schedule the October 30th also.
Probably a Halloween.
Is it Halloween? Is that the reason
Yeah,
why?
Halloween is on Tuesday then. Do Halloween on the 30th.
Okay, we'll leave it as is for the time being, October the 16th. Thank you. And then we have November 13th and the 27th, as well as December 4th, which is the budget meeting, and December 11th, which will be our regular scheduled meeting. They are the dates, and they are the proposed council meeting dates, and I'd like to have an approval of those dates, if we may. We have a motion on the floor. We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Okay. At this time, I would like to, if I can suggest this to our council members, to move up agenda item number 24, which is our Veterans Advisory Board, and make that our first appointment of the boards, the mayoral appointment, if we can move them up, because they're all here, and they're all anxious to get out of here.
Mr. President, I make a motion, we move it up to 11A.
11A it is.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go to agenda item number 24, which is now 11A. And this is the advice and consent of the mayoral appointment of 7 members to the Veterans Affairs Advisory Board. This is for a 1-year term. We have Richard Cliff, Joe DeFranco, Patrick Jones, Jim Pinto, Bruce Simers, Joe Slemmer, and Joe Trucks. I'd like to have a motion on the floor.
So moved.
We have a motion to accept the nominees from the mayor. We have a second. All those in favor? Okay, we got, no, that's okay. We got it. I got it. Oh, we have an excellent secretary to take care of that. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? No. Okay, so that is unanimous. May we have the gentleman that I just mentioned their names to come up and be sworn in, if you'd be kind enough. Come up here, please. Okay, no problem. I'm glad to do it.
Raise your right hand.
You got one more coming, Judge.
Good. I. Names.
Joseph G. Slimmer,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of this Commonwealth,
of the Commonwealth,
that I will
that I will
fulfill
fulfill
the duties
the duties
as a member of
as a member of
the Veterans Affairs Advisory Board
the Veterans Affairs Advisory Board
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Gentlemen, we appreciate your service, and we really, I'm sorry? You were saying? Oh, well, I started to say we appreciate your service, and we certainly appreciate you being a member of the Veterans Board in Bensalem. You do a wonderful job, and we do greatly appreciate your work for the Bensalem Township. At this time, we're going to go to agenda item number 12. And that's the advice and consent of the mayoral appointment of a 1-year member for the Code of Appeals Board. This is for a 3-year term. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. President. Nancy McCarty.
Okay, we have Nancy McCarty up for that appointment. I'm sorry. She broke her shoulder.
Yeah,
Oh, my
she's
goodness.
recovering from shoulders.
Okay, well, she would be here, I know that much, but sorry to hear that, for sure. And I'm going to ask for a motion to be put on the floor to accept this nomination. We have a motion on the floor.
Second?
We have a second. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against, any abstentions? That is unanimous for Nancy McCarty being on the Code Appeals Board. Number 13, agenda item would be the advice and consent of mayoral appointment. This is for a three-year three members, to the Community Development Advisory Board, and this is for a one-year term. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. Steve Aldridge, Ernesto Viniziali, and Mark Winiker.
You did pretty well with that last name there, I
Yeah,
tell
what's
you.
it?
Kind of like DiGirolamo, you know?
Thought he was in Italy or Rome.
Okay, I'd like to hear a motion on the floor, if we may, to accept this.
I'll make a motion that we accept the community development.
Motion on the floor? Second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against, any abstentions? That is unanimous. Are any of those people here this evening? Steve, Ernesto, and Mark? Okay, well, at that time, so as you know, at your convenience, you can call the mayor's office and come in, and he can swear you in at a time that's convenient for you, even if it's after 7 o'clock at night. The mayor will be there for you.
No, they're not here.
Okay. All right, on to agenda item number 14. This is advice and consent of the mayoral appointment of 6 members to the Disabled Persons Advisory Board. This is for 1 year. Mr. Mayor, your nominees are?
Thank you, Mr. President. Lorene Semino, Matt Neiman, Joelle Polari, Phyllis Pish, Nick Quattrone, and James Wright.
Okay. There are nominees. I'd like to have a motion from the board, if we may.
So moved.
We have a motion to accept those individuals. Second. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any against? That is unanimous. And are any of those people here this evening? Oh, okay. One is, but she's working. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to agenda item number 15 with his advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 12 members to the Drug and Alcohol Advisory Board. This is for a 1-year term. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. Rosemary Angle, Maura Champion, Francis Curran, Lisa Diaso, Rita D'Angelo, Nicholas D'Azio, I apologize. Juliana Johnson, Emmanuel Jones, Jean Pawlowski, George Seymour, Gary Kisselback, and Bernadette Kisselback.
Mr. Mayor, do we also have a student, or is that later on? A student member of the board also? Is that correct?
I thought that would be Maura.
Oh.
Maura Champion.
Second name?
Second name.
Okay, I'm sorry, I
Yep.
just went through those names and didn't realize that, I thought that would be a separate
It
thing.
wasn't Italian, so you didn't get it.
I didn't get it, that's right. Okay, there are the names we have.
Sorry, it should be 11, not 12. Only because of the votes.
We put a youngster on there.
12.
You're off that
12.
board now, okay?
Yes, sir.
12.
So there's
12
11
names.
adults and 1
What?
student.
You're not on, you are now. Where'd we put you?
She might have been on the vote.
She did get moved to it.
No, you're not on. You're done, finished. Move to another town. What do you want me to tell
Oh, yeah.
you? You're on the gaming? Yeah.
Yes, that is correct. Okay, well, these are the names that are being presented by the mayor. I'd like to have a motion on the floor to accept these as the nominees for this particular board, drug and alcohol. We have a motion on the floor.
Second.
We have a second on that. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? Okay, that is unanimous. May we have those individuals, whoever's here, please come up, and so we can swear you in with Judge Gallagher. I didn't want to write by her name, because I thought it would be like here and a student. You know? Good looking crew.
Yeah, the other one's just a
Are you gonna,
Oberst.
She's fine.
right there.
Going to bring her in and swear her in?
You want the mayor to swear her in
Individually.
separately?
Right.
You want me to?
And the Constitution of this Commonwealth. And the Constitution of this Commonwealth. And I will fulfill my duties. As a member of. Bensalem. With fidelity. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Great board, very active
Very
board,
active.
and a very important board. So we congratulate all of you and appreciate your volunteer time.
Apparently this is all messed up.
Go back to agenda item number 14. We have Joelle Polari is here. She was working, and so she is here. She just got here, and so she would like to be sworn in. So Joelle, we'll bring you up here, hon. And we have the mayor with.
Mayor's gonna hold the Bible.
Good. Joelle, you want to go in?
Go in front of Dad.
Okay, great.
Hey.
Is Joe doing this one? No. Okay.
Well, I'll bring it up, yes.
I. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend
Like Yazzie is not even around.
the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and that I will fulfill the duties of office as member of the Disabled Persons Advisory Board, the Disabled Persons Advisory Board, with fidelity.
Thanks, Joelle. Thanks, sweetheart.
Great job, sweetheart, great job. Thanks for all your dedication.
Okay, we're going to move on to agenda item number 16, which is the advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 5 members to the Economic Development Corporation for a 3-year term, and we have Steve Knoll. He's going to finish out Bob Robitz's term, which ends in 2024. We also have John Costello, Al Googler, Jim Humphreys, again, Steve Knoll, and Rich Spini. Got it. I got it. Are any of those gentlemen here this evening? Steve, come on up. Well, I'm going to ask for a nomination before we don't know if we're going to accept you yet, so let's get that done first. Ask for a nomination to be on the floor.
So moved.
I'll give that to
Champion?
Ms. Champion over here, and I'll give you the second on that one. How's that? Okay, all those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against, any abstentions? Look at that. Thank you.
I, Stephen Knoll,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
I will fulfill my duties
I will fulfill my duties
as a member of
as a member of
Bensalem Township's
Bensalem Township's
Economic Development Corporation
Economic Development
with
Corporation
fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Agenda item number 17, it's going to be advising and consent of mayoral appointment. This is of 11 members, and this is the Emergency Services Advisory Board. This is for a 1-year term. And we have Don Anderson, John Chikowski, Edward Cooper, Ken Farrell, Ron Harris, William McVeigh, David Marshall, Lance Morrell, Joe Polari, Robert Race, and Robert Speinheimer. Happen to see a few of those gentlemen here, and so I'm going to ask for a nomination to be put on the floor for these individuals. I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion that we accept the nominees for the Emergency Service Advisory Board.
All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? Unanimous. Gentlemen, please do come up, and we'll swear you in for 1 more year. Thank you for everything you do. Tried to get some good-looking guys, but we couldn't find any.
All right, gentlemen, please raise your right hand and open the Bible. I do solemnly swear. That I will support. Obey and defend. The Constitution. Of the United States. And the Constitution. Of this Commonwealth. That I will. Fulfill. The duties. Of office. As a member of. The Emergency Services Advisory Board. With fidelity. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Agenda item number 18. This is the advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 1 member to the Environmental Advisory Board. And this is to finish out Hydra Malone's term, which will end in 2024. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, Mr. President. I give you the name of Ed Penzak.
Ed Penzak. All those in favor, will I put a motion on the floor for this, please? We have a motion? We have a second on that motion. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? Unanimous. Ed, would you like to come up, and we're going to swear you in? How's the environment out there tonight, Ed? A little rainy, right?
I I,
your name,
Edward Penzak,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this
and
Commonwealth,
I will fulfill my duties
and I will fulfill my duties
of the office
of the office of the Environmental Advisory Board
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Congratulations, Edward.
Congratulations, Dave. Good to see you. He's a good guy.
Agenda number 19 would be advising consent of mayoral appointment of 7 members. Get it? 7 members? Could have been 11. Could have been. 7 members of the Gaming Advisory Board for 1 year. Walter Arch, Mike Gallagher, Mary Ann Griffin. I don't know.
Sure.
But I hope it works out. Well, I hope it works out all right.
Why do I have to be on the advisory board?
It's a brand new year, tell her. Once a year, whether she needs it or not.
I'm
All right.
looking up calendar dates and, good Lord.
Okay, I'm going to go through this again. Agenda item number 19. And I'd like the mayor to give us his names of the gaming advisory, 7 members for the board for 1 year. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. Walter Arch, Mike Gallagher, Mary Ann Griffin, Nadish Patel, Sonny Patel, Donna Patty, and Sandra Rogers.
I'd like to hear a motion on the floor to accept those names. We have a motion on the floor.
I'll second it.
We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? Unanimous. One of those lovely people that are here would like to come up, please. That is unanimous.
Bible.
Is this by the? Yeah.
I,
Aye.
and your name,
Sandra Rogers.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States,
and the Constitution
Constitution
of this Commonwealth,
Commonwealth,
that I will
and that I will
fulfill
fulfill
the duties
the duties
of office
of office
as a member of
as a member of
the Gaming Advisory Board
the Gaming Advisory Board
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Make sure you're at the meeting, Sonny.
I was thinking of that. Oh, that's son.
What's wrong?
It's all figured out.
Nothing, honey. Agenda item number 20, which is going to be advising consent of mayoral appointment of 6 members to the Impact Fee Advisory Committee. This is for 1 year. Mr. Mayor, your nominees are?
Impact advisory.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
That
You're
was
taking
you.
Mary Ellen Cook, Deepak Dewan, Wayne Lewis, Tom Naversky, Frank Payne, and Ramesh Patel.
Like-
Ramesh Patel, I should.
These are the names the mayor is suggesting. I'd like to have a motion on the floor to accept these individuals. On the board, we have a motion.
I'll second it.
We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? There's unanimous. Are any of those gentlemen and ladies, any of them here this evening? Mary Ellen?
Ladies here.
First name, first up.
I
I, Mary Ellen Cook,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
And I will fulfill my duties
and I will fulfill my duties
as a member of Bensalem
Bensalem Impact Advisory Board
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mary Ann, congratulations. Agenda item number 21, device and consent of the mayoral appointment of 2 members to the Planning Commission. This is for a 4-year term. Mr. Mayor? Planning Commission?
Yes, thank you, sir. Ed Devaney and Frank Schilling.
Ed Devaney and Frank Schilling are the names that the mayor is suggesting for this board. I'd ask for a motion to be put on the floor to accept it. We have a motion. Second. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? An unanimous decision? That's good. Come on up. Ed Devaney and Frank Schilling. What happened to him? Yeah, Frank was here.
He was going on playing. I think he was.
Raise your right hand.
I, Edward Devaney,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
obey, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United
of
States
the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of this Commonwealth,
of this Commonwealth,
and that I will
and that I will
fulfill
fulfill
the duties
the duties
of office
of office
as a member of
of the Bensalem Township Planning Commission
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ron.
Edward, congratulations. Well deserved. Agenda item number 22, advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 4-year members I kept saying year, of 4 members to the Senior Citizens Advisory Board. This is for a 1-year term. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Buzz Ebner, Robert Gale, Alice Cresco, and Barbara Carter.
I'll ask for a motion to be put on the floor to accept these names.
I'll put a motion on the floor.
Motion on the floor. We have a second. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Any against? Any abstentions? That is unanimous. And I don't see anyone here that's from that board. If I'm mistaken, I'm correct. Okay. All right, so we'll move on then to agenda item number 23. This is advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 3 members to the Vacant Property Review Committee. This is for a 1-year term. Mr. Mayor, your suggestions are?
Thank you, Mr. President. Bill Samori, Jeffrey Darwack, and Al Googler.
All right, these are the 3 names. May I have a motion to accept these names?
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor.
Second it.
We have a second on the motion. All those in favor signify with an aye.
Aye.
Any against? Any abstentions? Again, that's unanimous. Are any of these gentlemen here? Not seeing anyone. Again, if you don't have an opportunity to be here tonight, you can call the mayor's office, and he can swear you in at a later date at your convenience, and the mayor will be certainly open to that. We already did agenda item number 24, which is the Veterans Advisory Board, and so we're moving on to agenda item number 25. Advice and consent of mayoral appointment of 1 member to the Zoning Hearing Board. This is for a 5-year term. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. I couldn't find anybody.
I didn't see any name here either.
I give you the name of Harry Kramer.
Harry Kramer. Okay. I always wanted to be a comedian, and he ended up just being a mayor, I'll tell you. All right, we have a motion on the floor to accept Harry Kramer's name.
I'll second it.
We have a second on that. All those in favor signify with an aye. Aye. Anyone against? That is unanimous. Harry, please come up. Harry's got oodles of experience being in the township, working on the planning commission, the school board, and now on the zoning, so
It's 30 years, I think. I think this is my 30th.
something. See that?
I, Harry Kramer,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will fulfill my duties
and I will fulfill my duties
as a member of
as a member of the Bensalem Township Zoning Hearing Board
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, Harry. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Harry. Okay. Hopefully I made it through fairly well. At least we got the people that the mayor would like to have on these boards approved by the council, so I appreciate that. And now we're going to move on to agenda item number 26, which is going to be other business from supporting personnel. Debbie, you have anything to say this evening? Mr. Pizzo?
Yes, I was going over dates. The council meeting for September 25th. While it is scheduled, the 25th is Yom Kippur.
Ah, you know what? I see it on my calendar.
And while Yom Kippur ends at sundown, many folk who observe it will usually end the fast with a family feast or dinner. So we may not want to schedule the meeting for the 25th, even though the holiday technically ends at sundown.
All right, council, would you like to, 25? It can't, how about we just go to 26 Tuesday? Is that acceptable?
Whatever you want to do, or we could just not schedule a second meeting, and Debbie can schedule it in September if we find there's a need for a second meeting, whichever way you prefer to do it.
I think the second, having Debbie schedule it if we need it.
Whatever your pleasure is. All right, so we'll remove the 25th from the date. We'll have one meeting in September. Unfortunately, it's on September 11th. But we'll do that date, and then if need be, depending on the workload, either schedule it or not.
We can schedule it for another day in September other
Okay.
than the 25th, right.
Okay. No, we'll leave it just the way it is. We'll take the 25th out, and then we'll.
If we
well,
need
as you-
second October, we can always
Yeah,
add
we'll know by that time. We'll have enough time to know what's happening in September, but thank you.
October, the same thing if we need another one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In September, we'll know what's happening, workload, so we'll be able to schedule it. And notice-wise in the paper and things like that. Okay? So we're taking off September 25th from the date, revising that, and I don't think we need a motion on that. I think we could just accept it as presented and eliminate that date, the 25th. All right. We have, Mr. Pizzo, anything else?
That's all I have for this evening, thank you.
Take a shower before you got here?
I hate these devices.
Mr. Mayor, starting off the brand-new year, you look great in your glasses there. You look like, huh?
Just got them today.
Yeah, well, they look good.
How
So
do I
we
look?
noticed that, the new
It's
year,
okay?
new look. What else would you like to add to
Do I
this
look
meeting?
mayoral, or
What's that?
do I look mayoral?
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, obviously, we want to wish everybody a happy new year. And I hope 2023 is better than 2022. COVID's over.
Yeah,
It's
good.
not over, but hopefully it'll soon be over, and we'll be able to do business as normal. Thank council for all your support here tonight of putting on our people. I want to thank everybody, the volunteers that go on the boards. Very, very important to all of us. And look forward to working with council this year. As always, Bensalem will get a lot done, hopefully. It'll be a great place for the people out here that live and work here, and we want them to continue to get the services they deserve. So thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for your service to the Bensalem Township for all the years you've been here and really brought us into that new century that we all enjoy. All right, before we go on to the council members and the last comments from the council members, I would like to thank our judges that are here this
You
evening.
didn't do public comment yet?
What?
Did you do public comment yet? You didn't answer.
No, because I didn't do public comment, because I'm doing business from supporting personnel, and I'm interjecting this
I apologize.
part of it.
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to the end when we say our things.
I'm okay. I need these people guiding me along, that's for sure. Thank you. But at any rate, I do want to thank our judges for being here. Michael Gallagher and Joseph Falcone, Joe Falcone and Mike Gallagher. What a great pair of judges to have in Bensalem Township. I mean, you couldn't get any.
If anybody needs to be sworn into the office, come to either one of our offices, we're more than happy to.
So
round.
you have the options then of the going to the mayor's office or to the judge's court and being sworn in there. And I guess I would be appropriate if you just would give them a call so they could schedule around their busy schedules too. But they'd be happy to do it for you if that's, if you're inclined to do that. Gentlemen, thank you once again.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Good night, sir.
Okay, I'm going to continue on agenda item number 26, which is the which is our other business from our personnel. And I'm going to start with Michelle Benitez, Councilwoman.
I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Cheers to 2023. Hopefully it's another successful year for our town.
Hold it. Gentlemen, take it outside. Come on, take it outside. If you're going to talk, outside. Yappity, yappity, yap. We have a councilwoman here trying to say something.
So happy new year. Once again, thank you to everybody that has stepped up to continue to serve our community. We're here for you. If you need anything from us, tell us how we can help you to get things done. We do really appreciate you volunteering. And then the only other thing that I have is January 15th will be the Unity Week kickoff for Bensalem. If you're on Facebook, you can find the schedule for Bensalem's Unity Week at Building a Better Bensalem Together or on our website at b3t.org. It's a great week to bring everybody from different backgrounds and cultures in their community together to learn about each other and celebrate. So I invite you all to come. I hope that you can join us. We celebrate all week, and many of us will be there to attend those events throughout the week as we're available. Thank you for being here tonight.
Okay, we're going to Council Member Vice President Joe Polari.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd just like to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hopefully 2023 will be a much better year, and we'll just keep praying that good happens in this country and keep everything going good. Thank our police department, fire department for all the good they do to protect all of us as citizens of Bensalem. Thank you very much and have a great evening.
Thank you, Joseph. We'll go to our Secretary, Joseph Knowles.
Yes, I would just like to, wish everybody Happy New Year. 2023 is going to be a great year, and I hope that everybody's receives a lot of blessings. And like Ms. Benitez just mentioned, Unity Week is a good way to start the year. It's a nice way to make yourself familiar with other people's cultures and faiths, and a lot of good food too. So it's a really good event. I'm starting out on a great foot for 2023. Last year I didn't go to the gym once. I went last night, so I already broke my record for the year. I went one time. So I'm already ahead of the game.
Okay, man.
And I like
I
to.
can tell you look buffed over
I know,
there,
I'm
buddy.
buff tonight. Could hardly lift my pen. But I wanted to also just on a serious note, thank everybody on the board for their support while I was able to be president last year. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Kisselback on being president. And I'd like to thank Mr. Polari for his support during the year. And also Stacy Champion and Michelle Benitez did a tremendous job on their first year on the board and were a great contribution to our board. And we're looking forward to working with you again this year. That's all I got. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And now we have Stacy Champion, Councilwoman also.
Hopefully everybody had a great holiday week, whatever you may have celebrated. Happy New Year. Hopefully we're all off to a prosperous new year. And prayers for all of those who are having issues, especially to the football player's family and himself last evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and for volunteering for the boards. I know I was a past volunteer for the boards for many years on Shade Tree and Impact, so I know it does take time, so I appreciate everybody who's been out and everybody who came out tonight. And here's to a good 2023.
Thank you, and I'll conclude the meeting by reminding everyone that January 9th is our next meeting.
Public
What?
comment. You forgot public comment. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Public comment.
You forgot number 27.
Well, okay, but the way it's registered here, it's other business and then public comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look like you're sounding to adjourn it.
They're just reversed. You have to do public portion.
All right. Would everyone who would like to have a comment in public perform at the public comment time, which is right now? No publics in the audience, huh? Okay, then that's good. Now I can continue. On to, back to agenda number 26. January 9th is our next meeting. That's right around the corner because today's the 3rd. So it's not even a full week. As we stated just a moment ago, January 15th to January 20th is Diversity and Unity Week. And it's, if you've never gone to any one of those, you should try to make a point to look it up on the website, on the township website, and at least attend one or two. And if you want to know where the food is, just call Joe Knowles, and he'll tell you what the best one. Well, he'll know you what the best ones are, but they're all good. It's really interesting to find out how many cultures we really have in Bensalem. It's like unbelievable, and they're all exciting to learn from because it's almost as if you're taking a trip around the world. And this is sponsored by the B3T, member right here, Bensalem, Building a Better Bensalem today? Together. It used to be today. Okay, they changed it on me. Anyway, but it is something really exciting, and it starts Sunday the 15th at 5 p.m. at Love Fellowship Tabernacle, which is on Humeville Road across from the playground. Washington Lane Playground, exactly right. Okay. All right. Happy New Year to everyone, of course. Everyone celebrated, had a good time with their families and such. And I'd like to thank all the people of Bensalem who actually volunteered their time to become a member of the mayor's boards. And we couldn't do it, literally couldn't do it without you. All the input that you give us and all the work you do for us, we work quite a bit just being on council and trying to keep up to what's happening. So segregating the different boards and having everyone interested in specific items and working on that has really made Bensalem the township that it is today. So thank you for all the members of that accepted the nominees and become a member of these boards. We thank you so much. And I would like to take at this time a special thank you to Joe Knowles for the great job that he did as president of Bensalem Township Council. And I'd like to also thank the members of council, Joe Polari, for his support last year, Michelle Benitez and Stacy Champion for everything they've done. And I think we worked together real well as a council, and I expect to be doing the same into 2023. So God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless Bensalem Township. We are adjourned.
Thank you.